Good afternoon, y'all. This is Earl coming to you. I just wanted to take a few minutes and tell you about my night. Went to the bar over at the Pub 319 and had a few to drink, several to drink if we're going to be honest, and did a little bit of that singing. Well, then the night rolls around and a few of my friends show up that I hadn't seen in a minute or two. And, well, we wound up going to another bar. Now, I'm not going to mention no names, but two of my friends were cops, big boys with guns, and they wives, crazy girls. Well, they continued to get Big T drunk, and then we got kicked out of the bar because it was closing time. So here it is, 2:30 in the morning, and around 2:30, and you get done drinking, you're a little hungry. So we go to the Waffle House, and we get a damn near good breakfast. If I'm going to be honest, damn near good breakfast. I was too drunk to eat, so I ate mine when I got home, but that's another story. And anyways, we all got to talking, shooting the shit. And earlier this week, me and my friend Sarah and Kristen went on a small ghost hunt up to Cataloochee Valley, where the elk roam free. Well, we didn't have a lot of time on our hands that night, so we didn't really do much ghost hunting. So last night, me and the girls, Tierney and Sarah, and their cop husbands, but I won't say their names because, it's none of your business. Let's just say I had protection. Well, we decided it'd be a good idea to load up at 4 a.m. and head up to Cataloochee Valley. So here we go. We get up there, and Sarah's driving damn near killed us as it was. Lord, I'm still trying to get over it. But anyways, we get to Cataloochee, and there's this old creepy house that my ancestors lived in. We decided to stop by there first. So we get out and we head across the creek, and we went into this old house. Now, let me remind you, there's no electricity in Cataloochee unless you're a forest ranger. Well, we go into this old house. Now, keep in mind, if I'd have been doing this alone, I'd have done shit in my pants 3 or 4 times. But like I said, I had the big boys with me, and I was protected, so I felt safe. Well, somewhat safe. And we go into this old house, and we climb the stairs to the very top, and we go into a little room that has newspapers for wallpapers, and you can hear every little crick and cranny going on, and the windows are foggy, and everything outside's pitch black, and there's fog settling through the valley. And well, we decided it'd be a good idea to sit around in a circle and turn the damn lights off. Well, damn it, you don't do that. Look at me this morning. I'm having to wear what I found last night to protect myself. I can't leave my house because I'm so scared. Because it was all fun and games while we were there, but something followed me home. Something followed me home. And I haven't contacted the others. I've not even heard from them. I'm not sure they even made it. But I know we made it out of there alive. So anyways, long story short, because there's a lot to this story. We left the old house. you know, went digging through the bushes and making our way back towards the car. And me and Tierney decided it'd be a good idea to go lay out in the middle of the damn field where there's nothing but fog and darkness. So we're laying out there. We thought we'd scare the boys, but, they didn't even care that we were missing, to be honest. And we're just laying there, getting wet, being silly. And we didn't know what was about to occur. But something big was about to occur. So we get up and we start to get in the car, and everybody's like, well, let's go to the cemetery. Big T don't do cemeteries. I don't even want to be buried in one, to be honest. So anyways, we go on down the road and we find the cemetery trail. Well, there's a mowed strip through the pasture. So here we go. We're loaded up. We're ready to go. One on top of the other. Here we go. Well, we're following this trail. Oh, y'all see what just happened? The video stopped. The dog started barking. There's something in my house. I tell you, there's something here with me. Anyways, let me get back to the story. We followed this trail to the cemetery, and I'm a big boy. And I thought it was a good idea. Yeah, I'm a big boy. I'm gonna make it up this mountain. So we start climbing this mountain, and it's straight up, y'all. I'm telling you, it's straight up. I get halfway up and I lose my breath, and I just could not go on. So I have the officers and their wives following me up through there, and next thing I know, they're bypassing Big T, and one of them stops and he says, "Do you want me to stay here with you?" I said, "No, I'm fine. Just leave me right here where I am, and y'all go on up and check the cemetery out, and I'll be right here when you get back." Well, I didn't have a flashlight or nothing with me. They all did. Well, I thought it was a good idea. I'm a big bad boy. It's okay to sit here in the dark, not knowing what's around me. And for about 15 minutes, I was in the silent dark. Could not even see my breath. And I saw the lights coming back down the mountain, and it's them coming back for me. Well, Tierney gets to me first, and she's like, "We got to get the hell out of here." And I said, "You ain't kidding. I've been here for 15 minutes in the dark by myself. Get me out of here." So here we are, me and Tierney, hand in hand, trying to get down this trail. And all of a sudden, we hear the loudest noise. It's indescribable. It was a fucking moose. A moose, I tell you, a moose. The boys say it was an owl, but I've seen owls. This was a moose. He was coming straight for us. So I pushed Tierney down, and she rolled, lost all of her stuff. And I said, "Bitch, get up. We got to go." I didn't help her. I said, "Bitch, get up. We got to go." And we make our way down the mountain. And spirits are following us. I'm telling you, the spirits were following us. We get everybody back to the car. And we're just about to head out. And Bug takes his flashlight and looks over. And there's moose everywhere. Me and Tierney, 30 minutes prior to this, was laying right in the middle of these elk mooses where they had been bedding down. We were laying right in the middle of them. And it's mating season. What? Who does that? Well, all of a sudden you hear these elk mooses making all kinds of god-awful noises. They're squealing and they're hollering. The sun's starting to come up over the mountain. It's 6:30 in the morning, and my nerves are shot. I've been pushed down a mountain and left in the dark, and I just don't know. But anyways, these elk mooses were everywhere. And they were big. They were coming for us. They were tired of us interrupting, and our ancestors were pissed off that we visited their house in the middle of the night without an invite and didn't even bring coffee. I tell you, they don't mess around up there. I won't be back. But anyways, to end this story, we get in the car and we're all a little shook up. We're laughing it off because, we're badasses. Well, we put on a front anyways. So we're in the car and we're surrounded by elk mooses, and they're just starting to stand up everywhere. And the craziest thing happened. We're driving down the road at like 2 miles per hour, and we're all just tired and ready to go home. And this guy walked right out in front of us, damn near making us roll the car over. I mean, he stopped us in the middle of the road and he said, "This is my property. These are my people. Get the hell out." So I jumped out like Gator Man or Turtle Man, whatever you want to call him, and I gutted that son of a bitch. And I brought him home, and I'm wearing him today. And that's the only thing that's keeping me protected from them spirits. I'm telling you. I'm going to have him for supper. But you think I'm going to share with the other ones? No, because they sat there while I was up there slaughtering this motherfucker. You don't leave Big T in the corner. Well, they got me home. And I went to bed about 7 o'clock this morning. And I've not been right since. So I'm going to do a little time in rehab this afternoon. And I'll come back to you again and let you know my condition and how I'm doing. God bless you, and stay the hell away from Cataloochee Valley in the dark. Only bad things come to those who mess with the dead.